On Sunday, I gave a talk with respect to the word repent, as we shared about stories, and the story of the gospel is about repent. And I shared with you about the word metanoia, which means to change after thought. So basically it means to change your thinking, change your behavior after you have heard some news or information. So let me tell you a story about words and how they sometimes change meaning. When we were living in Winnipeg, a friend of mine was going to bring my kayak up to his cottage. So I told him that he could just go in through the gate and he would find the kayak on the bridge. And he looked at me rather confused, because in Newfoundland the term bridge can also mean a deck. In Winnipeg, he had never heard that word used to describe a deck, so he was wondering what a bridge was, because a bridge is only something that spans a gulf or goes over a stream. So the word bridge changes over time depending on the culture, and what the word means is so dependent on the culture and where it's used. Being from Newfoundland, with a history in the ocean, the word bridge is a phrase, a sailing term with reference to a particular part of the boat. Another story I want to share is a nursery rhyme that I heard many years ago when I was a child, and how a word in there has changed its meaning in today's culture. So right now we hear the word as a noun, right, to represent someone, whereas before it was an adjective describing someone's feelings. Just listen to this nursery rhyme. Monday's child is full of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving, Saturday's child works hard for a living, and a child that's born on the Sabbath day is fair and wise and good and gay. So the word gay in our culture in a very short period of time has shifted in its meaning. So there's just a couple of examples of how words can change and how the definition and the understanding of a word can change. So the word repent, when it was translated from the Greek at the time, in the cultural time of King James in the 1600s, could certainly have a much different meaning to them than that particular word meant, 1500 years ago, when Jesus and John the Baptist and the disciples used the word. So being open to words changing and language being a dynamic and a living thing, words change, the meanings change, and we need to open ourselves to preparing to change our way of thinking about some words, what they may mean, and how we change our living to act according to the scriptures as best we can understand them. So thank you for your time with me today. Hopefully we'll see you again next week.